What's going on, fellers? This is part two. You can see what we got here. We've got it all blown apart. And just to show you what I'm doing, I might as well start at the front. The tires, the only thing I'm going to do with the tires is I'll throw it on the truer and I'll just radius the inside and outside edge. I will true the tire a little bit. Basically what I'll do is I'll scuff it up to see how round it is. I normally don't true the tires. I just want to make sure they're not totally out of round. But that's really all I do with that. The main thing is radiusing the tires. Now the motor, I was going to do a separate video on that, but there's no sense in it because I have to do it all at the same time anyway. This is the stock Carrera motor. This is the replacement motor. It just happens to be a Piranha ball bearing. If you want to try the Piranhas, do not do the standard Piranha. You have to go with the ball bearing. I've used them both. The ball bearing seems to have a little bit better torque, and it actually runs it pretty good. But as you can see, the only thing holding it in is the two motor screws. I have never had an issue with just using the mounting screws. And what you can see, the only thing required, you can see the slot. I just elongate the motor holes. I just take it right out to the inside. And what I use for that is just a cutter that I found for a Dremel. It's the perfect width for getting in there just to slot out the holes. And I just use the motor mount screws because you can't use the Carrera screws because obviously Carrera likes to do things their own size, so they do not fit, so you have to use that. But I have never had an issue with one of these coming apart or loose or broke. So the motor's all done. Now coming over to, you're fine right there, to the tire. This side is already done. It's already trued. You can see on this one, you'll see the scuffing, and then there's a shiny spot. That's obviously a low spot because it hasn't touched it yet. There's several low spots, and it's really starting to cut here. So it's far from round. You just keep cutting it until it's even all the way. Now this is designed to cut both at once. But I have never had luck doing both of them at the same time. It's just never worked out for me. So I just do one at a time. I cut this one to where it's flat. I'll cut this one to where it's flat. Then I'll take the calipers. I'll measure whichever one's shorter. I'll cut the other one to that size. And that's really all there is to that. As far as gluing the tires, the Sally Hansen's hard as nails here, whatever it is, that's what you use to glue the urethanes to the rims. I don't even know if they make that anymore. So anyway, that's all there is to this video. Like I said, I'm not going to do a separate video on the motor. There's no sense in it. So next video will be once I get everything done. I'll put it back together and we'll throw the chassis on the track just to see how it is and see if I need any more final tuning before I put the body on. That's it for now.